Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Love After Lockup Season 5, Episode 37. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Shonta and False, formerly known as True. So he is on his way to get his woman back. And child, she ain't going nowhere. She's still over there sitting on that couch. He riding down the street, dressed like he running late for the St. Lunatics concert. Oh, child. Take me back to 2001, child. All he needs is a Band-Aid underneath. So he's claiming that he regrets the breakup. He was just on a high from getting out. He wanted to experience the other women. And I can see that. Okay, I'm not going to fully blame it all on you, False. But majority, 99.9% is your fault. So he said he just wanted to experience the women. And he's about to go to the store to get some things to cook for Shonta. So he was like, we were supposed to be doing this cook-off thing and we never did it. Baby, your goose would be cooked if you would be messing with me. Because I'm not Shonta. If it were me, you wouldn't even be coming down my way. And that's just that on that. Moving forward. So he in the store getting the ingredients to make this omelet. He's trying to choose the right eggs. The lady in the store is helping him. Thank you, ma'am, honey, because he was clueless. He done went through self-checkout knowing full and well he ain't had proper cashier training. It was just a mess. It was a mess. Sir, you should have gone through the regular line. The poor man didn't even know how to do the checkout. I said, baby, this is really sad. He said, yeah, I'll be getting my money. I'll be gambling at the casino. I can't tell y'all how much money I got. Well, nobody want that $200. Now, I'm thinking that it's morning, okay? Because he's getting things to make an omelet. I'm thinking it's morning time. He making omelets for dinner. No, thank you, sir. I said good day. So he gets down to Shonta's house. He banging on the door. She talking about, who is it? Girl, it's cameras there. Who else is going to be? If you don't open that dang on door. He said, let me in. It's cold. Girl, open them burglar bar doors. He been behind bars long enough. Full well you want him there. That's why you went and got you a new bust down middle part wig. We see you, girl. Zeriuh and Troy. Now, I've been calling this lady Zeriuh for the past 75 episodes. And it's Zeriuh. But she shall be Zeriuh, a.k.a. Pointy Tail, over here. So Grandma Karen's still at the house. Troy's asking her how she's doing. She's talking about, stop asking me how I'm doing because I'm probably doing better than y'all. He just trying to make sure, ma'am. Okay? We just trying to make sure you came down off of your high. We're trying to make sure that you're okay. Child, they done pan the camera to Zeriuh. Zeriuh don't piss me off. They done pan this camera to Zeriuh, and I instantly got an attitude. When I tell you I instantly frowned up, girl, you mean to tell me that you are in here getting and gelling them sides up to continue that pointy tail? Is that what you telling me? Is that what you showing me? When I saw that girl forcefully gelling up the sides of her hair, I instantly got mad. I said, I cannot take no more. I can't take no damn more. Troy's asking her if she's nervous about going down to Buffalo. She was like, yeah, because nobody likes me there. Side note, as I watch this episode, I have to say this. These three need their own show. Between Zeriuh, this too small cup she got on, the bra is spilling out. Now, Zeriuh, I know that you know the Lord, and your cup runneth over. That bra is too damn small. I don't know why you have it on and you're jiggling and falling all out everywhere. Baby, please put on a bra that works and that fits. Between you and this too small cup size bra, Granny and her psychedelic braids hollering about, I got some new music from Trina. I'm about to move down south listening to this country music. She got these big headphones on. And she keep peeking around the corner ever so often. And Troy, he just happy to be out. Baby, this right here was hilarious to me. Just the visual of all three of them. I said, this is a circus. Moving forward. So Zeriuh is saying that she has to be in the same vicinity as Yana, his child's mother, and she doesn't know how it's going to go. Baby, they going to have to get you one of them gummies because you need to calm your nerves. That psychic done scared you straight. It's so bad your skin flaring up. You know not to let them people get under your skin. No pun intended. Like, don't let them people worry you. Girl, something's wrong with you. That woman don't want that man. It's a figment of your ponytail. Okay, I'm gonna be serious. Y'all don't come over here for no serious review. Y'all know what time it is. But it's a figment of your ponytail, girl. I'm sorry, your imagination. Don't worry about that woman. You more worried about her than she's worried about you. So Troy's telling Zeriuh that he told his child's mother that he don't want no mess. And she all in her feelings. She's stressing me out. I'm getting stressed out watching her get ready. Girl, please go up a cup size. Just please. As I watched her get ready angrily and walk around this apartment or whatever this is, and she just kept bending down with that little bitto bra, I was like, if this girl has a nip slip, I'm going to be upset. She got an attitude talking about, I don't even want to go because it's about your daughter. It's not about me. He said, well, my daughter told me out of her own mouth that she wants to meet you. Girl, do not make me mad. How you not going to want to go when you've never met the baby and y'all are married? You had him adopt your damn son, but you want to hide from his daughter because you scared of her mama? Girl, anyway, then she comes out of her face and says, well, you could do what you want to do. And if you really have put me in a bad situation, because, your ex is a bitch. How did he put you in a bad situation? You knew he had an ex when you got him out of your husband's cell. This is like a bad novel. You went and got him as one of your ex-husband's roommates in jail. And then you want him to completely erase his life before you, aka his daughter. Child, that's a mess. He's still trying to find solutions. He's like, okay, so why don't you stay at my mom's house and then I'll bring my daughter over there. That's still not good enough because she ain't gonna know what you're doing when you at the child's mother's house. Y'all know I don't like the term baby mama. She don't know what you're gonna be doing over there with Yana. So she's like, nah, that ain't even good enough either. She's mad because she feels like Troy is cool with his child's mother, but they're not considering her. He said, I was on the phone with her and I told her what it was. She was like, yeah, you were on the phone with her, but then you ended up going into the other room after you said just a little bit. Probably because you get mad at every little thing that he says. He has to talk to her for his daughter's sake, silly goose. He has to talk to her. Zeriuh is insecure and she's taking it out on Troy. And from what I've seen, he's been nothing but nice to her. Nothing but nice to this heifer. And she talked to him like a dog. When I say she talked to him like trash, he trying to show her his phone. She thinks he deleted the text. Girl, he just got out. He don't know nothing about that. Let him get acclimated first. If this was like a few months later, then I'd be like, yeah, girl, he done deleted it. Child, Troy he letting you control what's going on this side, the mama screaming on the other side, and he's in the middle. So his mom comes in to find out why she don't want to go. She said, because Troy is appeasing Yana, and I don't trust him. Girl, that man ain't even been out a week. How is he appeasing her? Let me tell you something. Whatever he has to do to keep the peace and have a healthy co-parenting relationship, he should do just that. Grandma Karen talking about everything was just fine. This don't make no sense. Zeriuh said, well, he should have never answered the phone. That is the stupidest. Yes, I said stupidest. That is the stupidest thing that I have ever heard. You want him to send a smoke signal to communicate with the child? What do you want him to do? Quickly, A-Cup. What do you want him to do? Okay, you don't know. Moving forward. You always do things, then get mad. You're a martyr. That's what you are. You always do stuff and then you get mad about the outcome. You brought his mama in. You're mad because she there. You agree to meet his daughter. Mad because she got a mama. You're a little weirdo. Okay, you're a little weirdo. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. She's cussing, talking about she was going to go until he started talking to the bee. And like his mama said, he has to talk to her to know where to meet her to get his daughter. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all doing too much talking to Zeriuh. I wouldn't even entertain her. I wouldn't entertain her, that ponytail, or that headscarf. Because obviously they're too tight. She always mad about something. Leave her there and just go. She'll be all right. So then she turns to him all while still getting ready, telling him that she's not going to go, so he need to pack his and get out. Baby, she want him to get the hell out. Do you hear me? She don't want him now. Poor Troy. I just feel so bad for him. He get talked too crazy by everybody. He just cannot win. See, she wants to control him, and he's not obeying her right now. So now she throwing a tantrum. For whatever reason, he actually like her. So, girl, you better sit down and be happy somebody wants you. Because if it were me, and if it were somebody that I knew, I would point them in the other direction. Hope and Hey Arthur. So he's making some breakfast. He's trying to explain that it wasn't nothing. You know, he was just out with his mom. It really wasn't nothing. She don't need to be getting mad about that. And he apologized. She talking about, I don't care if you were talking to Jesus. Girl, please back off. Back off. Secondly, what is this Tula shirt you got on? Okay, is this a around the house shirt? Like, what is this? Hope just looks disheveled and dipped in dirt at all times. Like, she just always looks so unkempt. I just don't understand it. And ma'am, you cannot keep him from his people. I don't know why y'all are getting these men and trying to isolate them when they've already been isolated for years. They want to be free. Okay, dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away. They want to get away from y'all. He can't even see his mama. The other man can't see his daughter. Christine can't see the light. Foss need to see a stylist. It's too much. Shantae, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's too damn much. She's telling him, well, okay, well, whatever. I want to take you to the fabric store to pick out some fabrics so he can make some clothes for his new sewing machine. I hope he sew you a new shirt. Okay, and I hope you threw that dress in the trash as well. Okay, because I hate that wetsuit and I hate this shirt. Moving forward. Y'all, why was I not expecting the next scene to be Hope outside in that damn shirt? Child, I thought that was an around the house ensemble. A mess. They went from breakfast to the Beltway in that same damn shirt. Hope, baby. Hope say, I'm going to wear this around today. Let me tell you something, Hope. You need to make sure that you are dressing accordingly. Like, I understand that our bodies change and things happen. We have to dress according to our new bodies. Whatever our new bodies are, because they're all beautiful. But baby, this is just tacky. Okay, you need to get yourself together. She's like, yeah, I need him to spend some time with me instead of his mom. So they get to the fabric store. They're looking around. She gets a FaceTime call from her sister. Now, mind you, she hasn't even told her sisters about him yet. She wants him to abandon his family, but yet he's her little secret. Shout out to Escape. Girl, you crazy. She says she hasn't told her sisters because they're going to be judgmental. Are you sure, or are you ashamed of him? Because I don't trust Hope at all. Okay, and when I say at all, I mean at all. So as she's talking to her sister, Arthur walks over and she kind of puts her hand up, like holding him off, like, be quiet, stay over there for a minute. He said, who is that? She tells him that it's her sister. He's like, okay, let her see me. Like, let her see me in my element. We in a fabric store and this and this. My thing is, girl, you signed up for a whole TV show, yet your family can't know. Now, I know his feelings was hurt. Mine were hurt and it wasn't even me. That's a mess. She's talking about, well, now it's not the time because I don't want them saying anything negative and I don't want any drama in this moment because I don't want to ruin our time at the fabric store. I was with Arthur. Arthur got in a confessional. He said, she's shushing me like I'm a child. I'm a grown damn man. Haven't told them one thing about me. Are you keeping any other secrets? Are you living a double life? Like, that's crazy. Hope is out of her mind. Because ain't no telling what else she's doing. Ain't no telling what other kind of secrets she's keeping. That's probably why she wanted you to sleep in that truck the first night. She had to make sure whatever man she had over there at that high rise was gone. And she ain't fooling me. His mama was right. I told y'all talking about y'all like that mama. I like his mom. She didn't do anything besides want her baby to come and be in the comfort of her home. She told y'all. He was ready to leave the fabric store after that because she done ruined it. Bianca and Daniel. Y'all know how I feel about them. Child, she done moved to Arizona in this fully furnished apartment. Yuck. Okay, that's a yuck and ew. Ew. That furniture look like it's been lived on. I don't like it, baby. People sleeping on sheets and beds and couches. I don't like that. Bianca came with her purse and a dream. Bianca said they got everything else covered. And you know them fully furnished apartments be in the ghetto. Child, absolutely not. He's getting out, so she's making him a welcome home poster. He called her. She's going to meet his parents, and she's nervous. Child, let's move on. Julian and Christine. So Christine is calling her PO, but the PO is not answering. She's not there. Christine tells us that she's been to prison twice, and she's been in 6 facilities. Yet you went back to that damn bank. You have been arrested twice, in prison twice, yet you took Julian, because you thought this made sense, to a bank that you once robbed, and then got an attitude because you saw a cop. Okay. It's giving world's dumbest criminals, but here we are. Julian tells her, let's just go to the PO. He takes her there. The PO wasn't there, but at least she showed her face, and it seems like she's being compliant. So they gave her the PO's cell phone number. So they leave. They're walking through, walking down the pier. They're going to hang out. Christine is telling him that she's afraid that the PO won't let her go to Virginia so she can see her kids. So then she gonna have enough nerve to get a little attitude. Talking about, I don't even have a lawyer, which I thought would be taken care of as soon as I got out. The level of entitlement old Christine has is astounding. Ma'am, he don't owe you nothing. Julian is paying for a custody lawyer for her kids, and he's struggling to pay credit card bills, plus he's paying lawyer fees. She's like, yeah, thanks so much. Being sarcastic. He's telling her, you ain't got to be sarcastic about it. Okay, I've gone above and beyond for you. She's like, yes, and I thanked you. Ma'am, you're trying to pay him back in unbathed sex. That's not enough. Okay, you need to get to stepping, get to a job. You ain't doing nothing else. He's telling her, like, this is the only thing that's not making this work. We need 2 incomes. Even if it's something small, I need some help. She's telling him she's overwhelmed and it's hard to get a job. Go on down to a restaurant and bust some tables. They will hire you. A fast food place, they will hire you. You cannot be above anything when it comes to you needing to get acclimated to the real world. You will work and do whatever so that you can get yourself to where you actually want to be. She's in her feelings because he and his ex went on lavish trips, private schools for the kids, European vacations. Yes. And you know what? They both contributed. They both worked. She's like, it's really unrealistic to expect that from me. She's mad because basically she thought she had found a trick. Let's just keep it real. She's mad. She thought she had found a trick. She thought she had hit a lick. He was giving her all these false promises while she was in there. And it's given that she got tricked while she's giving up the treats. Halloween is fastly approaching. So trick or treat. Ooh, child. You thought he was the trick and you got tricked. Shonta and false. So he's at the door. Shonta, open this door up, girl. Shonta acting like she don't want him in there, even though she got a freshly laid wig, at least 24 inches, equipped with baby hair. Shonta, you ain't fooling me. Trying to look extra zhuzhed when he come over. Your hair's cute, though. Now, don't make me mad. Once he get in there, don't piss me off. So she opened the door. He gave her Kroger flowers. He comes in talking about, I just want to do this cooking challenge. Oh, okay, so we back to this storyline. Not you want to do the cooking challenge, sir. You're going to have to say something other than that. You broke up with the lady and she was falling apart at the steering wheel. I want to do this cooking challenge. No, that's not what you say as soon as you walk in. She told him, I don't want to cook, but you can. Girl, you going to let him back in? Okay. So before he makes his prison specialty, he starts spitting some game talking about, I want to get back good with you. And I want to be there for my kids. Girl, this man is homeless. Don't buy nothing he's selling. And don't eat nothing he cooking. I wouldn't trust nothing about him. And I knew he was going to come back to have a place for his bandanas because he has no other options. And I told y'all, he can't be over there with that mama. And that sister just want to do sneaky links and help him get together with women that want to be named Shonta. So now he has to go to the real Shonta to lay his bandana down. Girl, don't fall for the girl. You better let that man exit stage left. Don't do it. He said, I don't want to throw it all away. And I want to just apologize for the breakup. So she trying to play hard to get, talking about, I don't know. You're going to have to show me something. I don't trust your words no more. You're going to have to show me. He said, I'm about to show you with an omelet and all. I wish a man would try to get me back with eggs, knowing full well eggs make you gassy. So you going to come over here with a carton full of gas and think that you finna get me back? Baby, that is a sign of disrespect. Gassy all about the assy. Child, please, I wish I would. He thinks that's all he got to do, and Shonta gonna let him do it. He said, I'm not using you. I got everything I want except you. And a mailing address. Don't forget that. You have everything you need except a mailing address. You're gonna be sleeping in that truck. Poor Shonta, baby. That man running circles around her. He said, you like steak? Now, that's my favorite. That's why you brought that over here. It might be your fave, but not the way he gonna cook it. All that big talk. Then she gonna turn around and say, well, have you been talking to anybody? Girl, why do you care? Don't give him so much. Give him nothing. Right then and there, he knew he had you. He's like, oh, okay, now she's asking about if I was talking to somebody. Got her. You cannot do that. He said, I was dealing with somebody, but, I realized that you're who I want and you're who I need. Sure, you did. Okay. So then she tells him that's crazy because I ain't even been talking to nobody. No, you wasn't talking to nobody because you was waiting for Nelly to spin the block. Ashante. Y'all see what I did there? Ashante instead of Ashanti. Nelly and Ashante back together again. After he starts cooking, Shonta went right back to that damn couch. But this time she didn't pick up the phone. This lady, I was going to call this lady something. She picked up a flower and started saying, he loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me. Shonta, I know this little chicken got you making a fool of yourself like this. This is crazy. What would possess you to pick them petals on national TV? Huh? What would possess you to do that? That is insanity. Put that damn flower down and stand up. Like, what is wrong with you? He loves me. He loves me not. Girl, this is not grade school. Child, I'm done. He brought in these dry omelets, honey. That meat was gray. He sits it down in front of her. She tried it. It was giving nasty. It was giving inedible, honey. We can't eat it. Child, not an omelet and some Hawaiian punch. I said, baby, this is a hood special right. Yeah, Waffle House don't even do it like that, baby. Not an omelet and some Hawaiian punch. Then to add insult to upset stomach, he said, I'm sorry I was talking to other females while you was thinking about me. Child, Faith the screen to black. Faith the screen to black. I'm not finna play with them. Faith is damn screen to black now. She told him he can't sleep in her room, but we all know that he will be. Letitia, her flyaways, and Keith in his immediate release. So she's going to meet an actual attorney. Girl, why didn't you do that to begin with? She went in there and started telling this man about this immediate release. That man was looking at her like, say what now? Who said he was getting out? He took one quick glance at that paperwork and called BS. Ma'am, the law didn't change. He said the law didn't change at all. The only thing that changed was the policy statement. Come to find out, Keith only has 8 months left. Girl, sit down and wait it out. You just wanted to be on this season of Love After Lockup so you can get that check. And so you can get that social media following. You knew that man was not getting immediate release. It's probably something, a plot and a scheme that Todd set up. You knew dang on well this man was not getting out. Please. Nothing is getting immediately released except them flyaways. That is it. That is all. That man said, you paid for this? Where did you find a paralegal? Okay, and he made sure to put emphasis on paralegal. He said he's probably the reason why the public defender pulled out. The way that man sat back in that chair with that look of disgust on his face, when I tell y'all I let out the loudest cackle, because he leaned back. And when he leaned back, he crossed his legs. I was waiting on him to spin around in his chair. When I tell you I hollered so loudly, I said, baby, this is funny to me. Everybody knew he was a scammer except you. Everybody knew that Benz was a scam and prepaid legal paralegal. Girl, anyway. Letitia's sitting there looking silly now. She leaves and she's afraid to tell Keith that he's not coming home yet. Girl, it's only 8 more months, not 8 more years. He's going to be fine. If you've been in there this long, might as well see it through. Hope and Arthur. So they're in the living room and he's putting together this piece of furniture. So he tells her that he found an old picture of her and this dude. She's like, well, you want me to throw it away? Yes, ma'am. That would be nice. But the bigger question is, how old is the picture? Because if he were to do that same thing to you, then it would be a problem. Do you want me to throw it away? Why is that even a question? So he's like, yeah, I'm just thinking about the fact that she cheated on me and I just don't really trust her. I wouldn't. He's trying to brush off his feelings and just keep going with putting this furniture together. She's telling him that she wants him to open up to her and communicate and say what he really feels. He told her that he's still institutionalized and kind of robotic. As sensitive as he is on the inside, he couldn't be that way because they would eat him up. So he's been suppressing how he feels because he didn't want to be, attacked while he was locked up. So she keeps probing him when clearly he needs a minute. He said it's psychological damage that's been done. Every single day in there, you're being psychologically damaged. So he starts to get overwhelmed and he walks out so he can catch his breath. Letitia and Keith. He ain't getting out. Point blank in the period. She gets home. She tells his aunt he's not getting out no time soon. So then the aunt tells her, you know that letter? So I called the property manager. Come to find out, the house that she's renting wasn't being paid for. They ain't paid the mortgage in over 2 years. So they are being put out and they have 2 months to find somewhere else to stay. See, girl, it worked out because you don't even have a place for him to come to. Him getting out and then dealing with y'all moving and being evicted, that would have been too much. So everything works out for the best. Letitia, you need to get your affairs in order. Now, this is not your fault, but you're worried about the immediate release of it all when your business is going under. And now you got to find somewhere for you and your kids. This is crazy. Moving forward. Zeriuh and Troy. So Zeriuh is still having a damn fit. Karen told her, girl, you cannot put him out. This is both of y'all's house. She said his name ain't on the lease. Oh, okay. So she one of those. Every time she get mad, she gonna throw up that his name is not on this house. He is not safe there with her. I've been in situations like that where I stupidly was living with someone and my name was not on that lease. And baby, they let me know every time we got in an argument that my name was not on that lease. And you know what I did? While he was at work, I went and got me a place that my name was on said lease. And I left his ass right there. Zeriuh, this that you're doing is not fair. It's not. She hollering about, I can go be with somebody that got something, that can bring me something, that got something to offer. Well, girl, if that's the case, take your drawstring ponytail down to the courthouse and file for a divorce. You've been pissy since he got out. Are you sure you're not the reason that your son's dad disappeared? Because, girl, you mean as hell. So I'm thinking it's your fault. So then Karen gonna look at her and say, girl, what's the problem? Karen trying to figure it out, baby. Zeriuh pissing her off. Poor Troy. He just sitting there. He's like, I just want to see my daughter. So his mama is trying to help. Zeriuh is yelling for him to get out of her face. Get the hell out of my face. So she being disrespectful to the poor man. This lady is ruining the entire day because she wants to play victim. And she's doing this on purpose so he can give in and say, never mind, I won't go. Sir, do not let this lady, okay, do not let this insecure woman keep you from your baby. So Miss Karen turns around and now Troy's walking down the street. He done left. I feel bad for him because he really did not deserve this. He even came up with an alternative and she's still mad. But side note, how long is it gonna take Zeriuh to put on this god awful makeup? I can't watch another scene with her literally beating her face. I can't take another scene of it. He's mad walking down the street. He's like, I don't need nobody for nothing. He talking to himself. 2 hours later, they get in the car and go to find Troy. She gonna say, well, I was taught to never chase no man. Ma'am, you didn't chase no man. You chased the man away. What are you even talking about? They head down to the train station and she is steady blaming him as they're going to the train station. See, he's selfish. He's embarrassing. Ma'am, let's look inward. Okay, let's look inward. It's a projection at this point because the only embarrassing, selfish person that I see is you. That's it. So they get to the train station and he's not there. So his child's mother called. Now, Karen, why would you answer that phone? You know all hell breaking loose about this lady. And she gonna answer this phone. Baby, she don't give a damn. Do you hear me? She said, Yana, have you heard from Troy? Cause he missing. He done walked off. Ma'am, please. I tried so hard, y'all. Baby, this episode was hilarious till it got to the end. Troy walking to Buffalo. He said, forget it. So he's talking to the production. And then the silly lady in production talking about, have you told these things to her? Ma'am, haven't you been present? He's been telling these things to her and she's been cussing him out. He ain't slept in a bed since he's been released. Are you new? So Grandma Karen over there with Zeriuh is telling Zeriuh, yeah, Yana said he just overwhelmed trying to get to Buffalo. He can't really do what he want to do. Well, baby, what she say that for? Zeriuh said, and how would she know that? How does she know his feelings? So now she's even more upset. She said, you know what? If the day is canceled, that's fine. It's on him. Girl, no, it's actually on you. You did all of this. This was the outcome that you wanted. You wanted him to miss seeing his daughter. And if I were him, I would just leave you there. But that's just me. 1 hour later, baby, they get back. He's still not there. Yana calls back and Karen is telling her they arguing about you, I think. So then she gets off the phone saying that she needs to talk to Zeriuh because apparently Zeriuh had a man over there and she was having an affair. I mean, well, they do say when you're actually the one that's doing it, you blame it on the other person. So, I mean, it could be. The production said, who told you that? She said, Yana just told me that on the phone. Now, how would that woman know that? Now, that's giving a lie. Now, I give Zeriuh a lot, but why would she come out of her mouth and accuse Zeriuh of cheating unless somebody told her something about that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Hope and Arthur. Listen, y'all, this scene right here was scary and I just really am praying for Arthur. So let's just get into it. So he's outside crying. He's trying to get some air. He said that people were starting to look like demons. Oh, no, sir, honey. Demons? He need to get away from Hope. Okay, he really needs to get away from Hope. Hope walks up to him outside. The way that he looked when he walked up to her with that blank stare, y'all, I don't know what was behind those eyes. I really don't, because that scared me. I didn't know what he was going to do next. When I say it was like he was having an outer body experience and he was trying to stop himself from doing something really bad, they really messed him up in there. She's asking him, talk to me, say something, anything, say something. Baby, the way in which I would have turned and went for help. Then he says, I love you, Hope. Still staring. Very stoic. I mean, just the way that he was saying it. It was like he was an NPC. That was crazy. So she's saying, I'm getting scared. I'm getting very scared. So she tries to hug him, but he didn't want to be touched. He was really mentally struggling in that moment. And I was getting so aggravated and annoyed with Hope hanging all over him. Girl, like, give him some space. Can't you see that something is going on? Why are you hanging on him? So his mom called and she's trying to soothe him and, let him know that he's going to be okay. And I don't feel like Hope should have been standing there when the mom was talking to him. He should have went back with his mama. Now, I know a lot of people may not agree with that, but he should have gone back with her. He said in the confessional that he has PTSD, and in prison, he saw a person's soul leave their body. He said he saw a man look to him for help while he was being unalived, and that's just something that he cannot shake. The way he sounded getting off that phone with his mama, I love you, mama. Like, y'all just had to, baby, it sent chills down my spine. Y'all just have to watch that scene. When I tell you, if I would have heard my son say something like that to me in the way that he said it, I would have been on the first flight back to Dallas. I would have been back to get my child, honey, grown man or not. When he started crying, I realized that he actually needs to be away from these cameras, and he needs to be away from Hope. He needs some help. He does. Now, they did say that production paused filming with Arthur and offered him mental health services, but he's really struggling, and it was sad to see, and it was scary at the same time, because it appeared to me that it was one of those situations where he was holding everything in. Then he saw that picture. Then he remembered how Hope cheated on him. Then he remembered some things from jail, and it's no telling what he was thinking about. He could snap at any moment. Hope, you better get your behind away from this man and let this man go and get himself some mental help. So now he's back in prison after having a dispute with Hope. This is crazy. And the details of that is just something else. And that was the end of the episode. Man, let me tell you something. Arthur, I hope that you get all the help that you need. But the fact that you are back in prison, I can only imagine what it's going to be like this second time that you get released. That is going to be a lot of work. And I don't think that you need to be in a relationship. And I don't think that you need to be in Dallas. I think you need to be home with people that you are familiar with so that they can help you through some of these things. I'm not going to do no diagnosing, but baby, I was scared as all get out. Do you hear me? So if you or someone you know is struggling with a mental health struggle and you're having a crisis, dial 988 for mental help. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I think that Zeriuh, her ponytail, and her too small bra need to just go to hell expeditiously. False. He gonna get right back on over there with Shonta. She got a new wig on, child. He finna toss it on the floor tonight. As far as Bianca and Daniel, child, they boring. Christine, you can't pay him in sex, ma'am. He's gonna need some coinage. Okay, Julian, you probably was stealing to pay for them lawyers. And that's just that on that. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.